country, you're in violation of this law right here. You are. You're in violation of that law right there. And you've got to start realizing what your criminal culpability is on that. And that's really what we're talking about here. So you don't think that's harboring, perhaps? But let's take a look at that next statute, please. That next federal statute. In conducting investigations and hearings, immigration officers and administrative law judges shall have reasonable access to examine evidence of any person or entity being investigated. If you're holding someone back, even if it's under a civil warrant, because that's what you said you're not going to participate in, and you are preventing access to that person or evidence, you're in violation of this. You have criminal culpability under this. And you'll notice there's no mens rea requirement here. This is it. Every one of you is exposed to criminal culpability here. That's the reality of it. Let's do the next one. Any person who knowing that a person is an alien, knowing or in reckless disregard, now you got a culpable mental state here, of the fact that an alien has come to, entered, or remains in the United States in violation of law, conceals, harbors, or shields from detection, or attempts to conceal, harbor, or shield from detection, such alien in any place. You'll notice it doesn't make a distinction that all of y'all want to make of criminal warrants versus civil. You're all in violation of all three of these statutes. You got criminal culpability. I yield back.
All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. As you see, the coverage continues on the mayors, Democratic mayor, blue state mayors, blue city mayors going up against the Congress. And you see this new congressman up here just really threw a literal charge at them. Like he's saying that this is a crime, like literally a federal crime. And, you know, there's nobility and nobleness and what y'all trying to do for these people who came to America illegally, but technically you cannot do this. And this is like a job. You work as a mayor in these major towns and you're supposed to be looking out for the people. So this is like really crazy. You know what I mean? It's really just a job, but you could actually go to jail for it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just what the Congress idea is all about. So we appreciate y'all coming back, like and subscribe. And it's just different level, you know what I'm saying? So I see some of the people out there, they cheering for the mayors because they believe that they're doing the right thing. But like I said, going up against Congress because of your actions at your job is like, whoa. You know what I mean? They looking out for the people. They looking out. They saying that whoever comes to our city, we give the same stuff to. We don't really like have a gist of who you are or what you're doing here, how you got here. We don't care. If you come here, you get the services of America in our city. And then the government saying, no, if they came here, you're supposed to know who they are. They came on a truck or a bus. You're supposed to figure out who these people are, what they're doing in town, round them up, you know, all these things. And if we see some that's criminals, hold them, pass them to us. And they was like, the mayors was like, our people are not going to pass nobody to you. We telling our people not to pass nobody to you. But that's crazy because the people in every city that's police officers, they get paid by the government. So it was like how the mayor is going to tell a police officer who is a government employee not to do their job. How they going to take care of their family if they get fired or if they come down on them. So it's just one of those things where I don't think that it was well thought out. You know what I'm saying? I think they was trying to come after them and make a point. You know what I'm saying? And show them that if you send the people to our city, we're just going to, you know, invite them into our town and let them be a part of American structure. But that was the last government. That was Biden's government when that was okay. And so things just switched overnight. It's not even like it was a update. You know, I don't know if Trump was talking so heavy about it to where people didn't see this coming, but it's like a lot of shock. A lot of the people in those cultures that's being kicked out of here, that was here, that could vote, they voted and for him. And then you see people in their culture getting kicked out the country and having to deal with that. So it's like really crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, and it don't look like they're going to let up. Like it's actually going to continue. You know what I'm saying? Like this has only been like 40, 50 days of him being the president. So it's not a long time. And you're talking about 4 years. They'll have a lot of people rounded up by then in 4 years time frame. You know what I mean? Even probably by the end of the year, even by the summer. and kicked out of the country because they coming at everybody. Brown, in my opinion, all the brown people, you know what I'm saying? And they just like, yo, you got to go. We catching you. Give me your paperwork. Give me your forms. And it's crazy. And it's not nothing nobody can do. Like, it's not like a protest could help it or like some kind of shutdown of a corporation because it's literally coming from the government. So it's nothing they can do. And when those government, I just saw a thing where they said New York let a bunch of the people out of jail in their city because they feeling like, oh, y'all gonna come at us and say we gotta turn these people over. So we just gonna let them out of jail and y'all find them on your own. I don't know if that's exactly what they doing because I didn't really watch that, but I do know that this is coming down the pipeline, like as if that the mayor, the people in New York are not trying to, hold those immigrants and keep them until ICE come around and say, okay, who are you? Let me check with you. Okay, yeah, we got a warrant for this guy or this lady and blah, blah, blah. Plus they got some kind of federal thing where they can't break up the families. So even if they did come in and say, yo, okay, we taking you to jail or we gonna hold you or we gonna kick you out the country, if that person got kids, they're not supposed to really do that to them. Or if they do, they gotta take the whole family with them per step, all the steps. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all this federal stuff that's coming out and you learning more about it too because it's not something that you really focus on. Like it's not, I'm not following it every day about immigration because you got your own world, you know what I'm saying? But you do hear about it and then you see, you remember even news shows about it and it's like, oh man, that's what's going on. So obviously it's an opinion, that you need to be warranted because you see the stuff affecting you as well. You know what I'm saying? People are able to get a lot more than you have been able to achieve in America in 10 years and 5 months because of the new laws that allow immigrants to come to America and utilize the resources. However, if you apply for these same resources, you're not going to get them. Even prior to immigration at this level, you wasn't able to get them. So now you can imagine after this is over with, they're changing rules and laws. You will still not be able to go apply and say, hey, I'm from here. I want to still get this loan for this. They're going to say, nope. You know what I'm saying? I think we go off a credit score here and whatever kind of racial dynamics that they put into it. But it's not like it's an open door. You know what I'm saying? For you to just go and put your stuff in there and then somehow you can succeed behind that. It's just a little lighter than that. But we all got to keep grinding, no matter how we look at it. We can't look at the government like it's going to be the one that save us or the government's going to help us out. It's just not logical to think like that because you can see these people coming from those other countries. They come in here with nothing. You know what I mean? Their government didn't set them up in places in town or give them like a bank account to hold them down for a minute. They got to come here with zero. And it just reminds you of when black people was let go of in slavery, freed as they call it, and they had nothing. And they ended up having to go back to the slave owners' homes to work again on their fields just to make money, just so that they can have any kind of money. Because now you're living in a culture of finances. And if you ain't got none, how you going to survive? So they called it sharecropping or something like that. But at the end of the day, it just didn't work out for blacks because how long can you work physically before you die? You know what I'm saying? Or your body can't take it no more. So everybody has went through. They tough. Obviously, I believe black people went through way more, but it's seemingly happening in other cultures as well right now today. So I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about it all. Like and subscribe. I appreciate y'all watching and listening, and let me know what you think in the comment section.